So this again is at that same festival in 1989 at the JVC Grand Parade du Jazz. It was B.B. King. He was playing there, I don't know how many nights. I think they did like 3 nights or something like that. Him and the big band. So again, everybody was hanging out at that hotel bar at the Hyatt. And there's BB sitting there out, just out by the entrance of the bar. He wasn't in the bar. He was at the entrance of the bar, just kind of sitting there with his drink and I don't know, he was pondering something. And I just went up to him and introduced myself. And he says, "I know who you are, Tom. I've seen you play many times. I like your band. I think it's a great band." And I was like, "Thank you. My God, I had no idea I was being noticed by somebody like the greatest, blues singer of all time." And he's like, "Get out of here." So anyway, I started asking him. I mean, at the time, I was kind of teetering from my sobriety. It was very difficult at the time for me to not party, because that was the thing you did, at the end especially at the end of an entire festival. So I asked him, I says, geez, I quit drinking about a year ago. And I'm kind of having a problem, trying to figure out what I should do, maybe I should just go back to my room. I mean, this is getting tough. I was kind of pleading my case with him. And he's like, "Let me tell you something, Tom." And I'll leave the expletive out. I think you should do whatever you want, because you never know when you're going to go, and you might as well have a great time while you're here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's great advice. However, I didn't fall off the wagon that day. But then I started asking him about how does he keep a relationship with he must have a family, he must have kids and, a wife or whatever. It's like, I'm finding it really difficult to keep a relationship in my life with this music business and traveling so much. And once again, he said, "Let me tell you something, Tom. I don't need help being miserable. I can be miserable all by myself." So I took that to mean he doesn't need anybody in his life. All he needs is his music, which keeps him company, and obviously he's in love with it. So him and Lucille, they were a thing. So once again, the greatest people in the world, the jazz legends and the blues legends, and all great musicians. It's a wonderful family, and I'm so honored and so blessed to have been able to share some moments with some of the greatest musicians on the planet. I'll look for the next story.